Hi, I'm Michael Robinson with Broadcast Beat at 2018 Broadcast Asia in beautiful Singapore. With me is David Alexander from Brainstorm. How are you, sir?
Very well, thank you.
So tell us about your company.
Well, Brainstorm is a Spanish-based company, although about 90% of our business is international. So we have clients from Japan, where, for example, NHK has over 250 of our licenses, all the way through Asia, Middle East, Africa, Europe, and into the States. So in the States, clients would include CNBC, Reuters, ESPN, and other major broadcasters. We're specialists in the virtual studio environment and 3D graphics. So you'll see behind me here we have Infinity Set, which is our virtual studio application, and we also have Aston, which is our creative CG and playout application there.
So your feature this year at Broadcast Beat Asia is what?
Well, it's the Infinity Set, which really is our flagship virtual studio application. It's an award-winning product, and we have a number of features which differentiate ourselves from our competition and make it a very desirable product for our clients to have, because we match a number of features and capabilities very closely with the client's needs.
So what are the differentiating features that you're talking about?
Well, the Infinity Set itself, as I say, is a virtual studio application, and some of the features in there include what we call 3D Presenter. And what happens is that a virtual studio environment is a 3D environment, and typically a presenter is a 2D sticker on top of that, okay? And what we're able to do is we're able to convert the presenter into a 3D object, and therefore it can integrate within the 3D environment. What does that mean? It means that you can have, as a 3D object, it can cast shadows, reflections, you can do focus, defocus, you can be in front of or behind another 3D object. As I say, it's integrated within the 3D world of a virtual studio environment there. To add to that, we have a technology which is a patent technology called track-free, or 3D Presenter is all part of this. Track-free means that we're able to provide some of the tracking features typically associated only with a tracked virtual studio environment within the software without having more costly and complex tracking systems in there. So, for example, in a trackless environment, the 3D presenter can't walk backwards and forwards because the camera doesn't know where the person is, and therefore if you walk towards a camera, you get larger and larger, you walk further away, you get smaller and smaller. So tracking systems cater for that. So we're able to identify the 3D object, being the presenter, and so the presenter can move within a track-free environment, as I say, without the cost and complexity of a more complex system being a track system. We, of course, the Infinity Set does come in various versions, and we can have a full track system as well. What it also allows us to do is what we call teletransporter, and the teletransporter is where the presenter becomes a virtual traveler. So you could have a studio environment where your Infinity Set 3D virtual studio application is, your presenter is, and they can be teletransported into, for example, the side of a football field to comment on a football match live. And we can do that both with, we can color correct it, we can put it in perspective, we can cast shadows, we can put augmented reality graphics in there. This is where the Aston comes in as well. So the whole purpose of all this is create a level of realism which comes close to what is a real environment there. And in order to do that, we also have recently introduced what's called the Unreal Engine. The Unreal Engine comes from Epic Games and is a video games engine. And it is the graphics are extremely realistic. The virtual sets are very, very realistic. So we're incorporating the Unreal Engine with our own engine, which is called eStudio, to create a level of complexity in terms of the sophistication and realism that really hasn't been seen before. So.
Sounds really fascinating. David Alexander at Brainstorm, thank you very much, sir.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.